Introducing the all-new Corolla.
I couldn't believe it because I thought that this was a done deal as far as the EPA and government of Guam were concerned, based on the Supreme Court ruling that said there was no contract.
Santa Rita resident Ken Leon Guerrero, like many, thought GRRP's plans for a waste-to-energy plant in Santa Rita was dead. But more than 24 years after it was first proposed, Guam Resource Recovery Partners continues to fight tenaciously to keep it alive. After that Supreme Court ruling last year, GRRP filed a $20 million lawsuit alleging that the Guam Economic Development Authority had breached the contract they signed way back in 1996. The court ordered GETA to enter into mediation with GRRP, and the result of that mediation was announced this week in a letter to Speaker Judy Wonpat. In that letter, GETA Administrator Henry Titno writes, "Following the mediation, GETA and GRRP have successfully negotiated a new waste-to-energy contract on terms more favorable to GovGuam than the original 1996 agreement." Over the years, Santa Rita residents have vehemently opposed the project, and Leon Guerrero says that position has not changed.
The reason we got into the problems with the first contract is because it was done behind closed doors in a rushed time frame with no public oversight. And here we have a second contract that apparently has been done behind closed doors, rushed through with no public oversight.
This new contract still must be approved by the legislature, but Leon Guerrero says the legislature's track record on the issue has not been good.
Remember, the legislature approved the rezoning without a public hearing. So my concern is that the legislature may approve this without having a public hearing. Or even if they have a public hearing, they will not take the criticism to heart.
Are the people of Santa Rita going to let that happen?
Absolutely not.
The plan itself has not yet been submitted to the legislature, and Leon Guerrero says he's filed a FOIA request with GETA to learn details. What do you want to know?
I want to know what this agreement is, what the financial guarantees are, and what is going to be sent to the legislature for approval on behalf of the people of Santa Rita with no voice or input from the people of Santa Rita.
Isn't it all in this letter here? It says they've worked out an amicable deal. Chevron will partner with GRRP to finance and operate the waste-to-energy plant.
Well, originally, GRRP said they had a deal with Waste Management, and that later fell apart under scrutiny. We have seen no documentation whatsoever that says Chevron is going to financially back GRRP.
GRRP Representative David Sablon did not return our call today. GETA Administrator Henry Titno referred us to Attorney Tom Fisher, who told us he is bound by a confidentiality agreement but hopes to provide as much detail about the agreement soon.
All of us have just paid a lot of money to create a landfill. There is no need for a second landfill. No need for a second landfill in the middle of 6,000 residential homes within a mile radius.
If the revised agreement does win legislative approval, it'll still need to be approved by Guam EPA. Guam EPA initially rejected the permit application for GRRP's first waste-to-energy plan. However, last year, Administrator Eric Palacios rescinded that denial, putting the original application back to square one, and a final decision on that first permit application has still not been issued, said Palacios. And he said he has not received GRRP's new proposal, but he said it'll still need Guam EPA approval. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.